presented their report to the Parliament. Do you approve the particular aspect, the provision that they have drafted, proposed for the devolution with regard to the Northeast, especially the North, accepted by the TNA, whatever proposals that were presented to the Parliament with regard to the aspect of power sharing, the administrative power for the province, do you approve that, or do you need more devolution, or do you have constraints of your this thing, or you advocate?
Okay, let me tell you at the outset, my policies and principles are transparent, they are quite apparent, and there will be no divergence. Okay, if I may go back in history, yeah, I'm yet to answer the question. If I may go back a bit in time, you had the hilarious situation where the External Affairs Minister and the then Executive President making various utterances to suit those respective stakeholders and constituencies. I'm sure you vividly remember that there were occasions where the head of state and the External Affairs Minister used to talk about 13 plus when they were abroad. But soon as they came to Sri Lanka, it became 13 minus. Okay? So as far as I'm concerned, my consistent principle is maximum devolution within a unitary Sri Lanka, within a unitary country. That was our policy stance in the 2015 presidential manifesto, and it remains to be that. And whatever the provisions that are enacted, please do keep in mind, it has to go through 2/3 of Parliament, and it has to be approved by a 50+1 vote referendum if it is a new constitution, right? So my principle and my belief and my practice would be maximum possible devolution within a unitary Sri Lanka. Now, having said that, if I may move on this topic a bit. Certain constitutions have a unitary character, and we see abroad various other constitutions having a federal character. I mean, if I may say so, the system that you have in the United States, it's a federal constitution. Now, when I talk of a unitary Sri Lanka, I don't mean it to be a mere paper qualification or a constitutional qualification. The unitary Sri Lanka has to be worth the paper it is written on. So when I'm talking of unitary Sri Lanka, people of all religions, of all ethnicities, of all economic, social, and various other backgrounds, they should in their heart of hearts believe in the unitary character. So the mere word unitary Sri Lanka for me would not suffice. We have to educate, we have to initiate processes and legislation or policy instruments, policy tools, whatever, to ensure that in the hearts and minds of all Sri Lankans, they should feel unitary here, not just a paper in which it is written on. In order to do so, we have to eradicate racism from our society. We have We have to fight against discrimination, prejudice. There cannot be pogroms. There cannot be xenophobia. Now, when other sectors, I don't like to use this word minorities, by the way, because we are all citizens of one country. So, when certain citizens of certain sectors, if they feel aggrieved, those grievances should be addressed within a unitary Sri Lanka. Okay? If they feel that they have a series of grievances, those grievances should be addressed through principles of humanism. But the issue of unitary Sri Lanka is non-negotiable.